What's up, defenders? Ready to have minds blown? Everyone thinks 9mm is king for self-defense, but we're about to show why .22 Magnum actually beats it where it counts most. Better accuracy, faster follow-ups, and penetration that'll shock seasoned shooters. Hit that notification bell because we're busting myths today. Let's go. Reason number 1, exceptional reliability in modern platforms. Manufacturing improvements have virtually eliminated the reliability concerns that plagued early rimfire cartridges. Modern .22 Magnum ammunition achieves misfire rates below 0.3%, essentially matching centerfire reliability standards. CCI's manufacturing processes ensure consistent rim thickness and primer distribution, while Hornady's quality control eliminates the case head separations that occasionally affected vintage rimfire ammunition. Federal's stringent testing protocols guarantee reliable ignition across temperature extremes. Modern firearms chambered for .22 Magnum incorporate design improvements that enhance reliability. The Smith & Wesson 351C features a recessed cylinder that protects cartridge rims, while the Kel-Tec PMR-30's dual extraction system ensures positive case removal. Independent testing by firearms publications consistently shows modern .22 Magnum combinations achieving 99.7% plus reliability rates across thousands of rounds, performance that matches or exceeds many centerfire platforms. Reason number 2, faster target acquisition and sight alignment. The minimal recoil characteristics of .22 Magnum platforms enable faster sight picture acquisition and more precise shot placement under stress. Reduced muzzle flip means sights return to target alignment quickly, enabling rapid engagement of multiple threats with surgical precision. Biomechanical advantages become apparent during rapid-fire exercises. The lack of significant recoil impulse allows shooters to maintain consistent grip pressure and sight alignment throughout extended strings of fire. Independent testing shows shooters can maintain 2-inch groups at 15 yards while firing at 3 round per second rates, something virtually impossible with 9mm platforms. Professional trainers observe that students achieve faster transition times between multiple targets when using .22 Magnum platforms. The reduced recovery time between shots translates directly to improved defensive capabilities, with transition times averaging 0.3 seconds compared to 0.6 seconds for comparable 9mm platforms. The sight radius advantages of many .22 Magnum rifles and longer-barreled pistols contribute to enhanced accuracy potential. The Smith & Wesson 351C's 4-inch barrel provides a sight radius that rivals full-size service pistols while maintaining snub-nose portability. Optics mounting becomes more practical with .22 Magnum platforms due to reduced recoil stress on mounting systems. Red dot sights maintain zero longer, and magnified optics don't require heavy-duty mounting solutions designed for centerfire recoil forces. These advantages multiply under stress conditions when fine motor skills deteriorate. The forgiving nature of .22 Magnum recoil helps maintain accuracy when adrenaline affects performance. Reason number 3, higher magazine capacity and compact platforms. The .22 Magnum's smaller cartridge dimensions allow for significantly higher ammunition capacity in comparable-sized platforms. The Kel-Tec PMR-30 holds 30 rounds in a package smaller than most double-stack 9mm pistols, while Smith & Wesson's 351C revolver holds 7 rounds compared to 5 to 6 for equivalent .38 special models. Defensive encounters rarely involve single attackers, and multiple threats require adequate ammunition reserves. The psychological advantage of knowing you have 25 to 30 rounds available versus 15 to 17 rounds cannot be understated. Capacity advantages extend beyond pistols. The Smith & Wesson MP1522. Magnum rifle accepts 25-round magazines while maintaining the familiar AR-15 platform ergonomics. This combination delivers rifle-level accuracy with handgun-level recoil. Higher capacity also means longer intervals between reloading, a critical factor when fine motor skills deteriorate under stress. Every reload represents a vulnerability window that higher capacity .22 Magnum platforms help minimize. Reason number 4. Psychological factors and confidence building. Defensive effectiveness often depends more on shooter confidence than cartridge specifications. The .22 Magnum's manageable characteristics build confidence that translates to better performance under pressure. New shooters and recoil-sensitive individuals develop proper fundamentals more quickly with .22 Magnum platforms. This foundation of confident marksmanship transfers to defensive scenarios where accuracy matters more than raw power. The psychological comfort of knowing you can deliver accurate follow-up shots affects decision-making under stress. Confident shooters engage threats more effectively than those worried about managing recoil. Studies in defensive psychology show that shooters who regularly practice with their defensive platform perform better in actual encounters. The affordable nature of .22 Magnum training makes this regular practice economically feasible. Reason number 5. Modern ballistics rival centerfire performance. The .22 Magnum has undergone a ballistic revolution that most shooters haven't noticed. Federal's Punch JHP delivers 1,000 feet per second and 83 foot-pounds of energy from a 2-inch barrel, performance that matches many .380 ACP loads while offering superior penetration characteristics. Hornady's Critical Defense FTX pushes a 45-grain bullet to 1,000 feet per second with controlled expansion that rivals centerfire hollow points. The polymer tip ensures reliable feeding while promoting consistent expansion even through heavy clothing barriers. CCI's MaxiMag delivers 1,875 feet per second from rifle-length barrels with 40-grain bullets that maintain energy downrange better than heavier, slower projectiles. The sectional density advantages mean deeper penetration and better barrier performance than many assume. Independent ballistic testing reveals that modern .22 Magnum loads penetrate 12 to 16 inches in calibrated gelatin, the FBI's recommended minimum for reliable stopping power. This performance equals or exceeds many popular centerfire defensive loads, while delivering it with dramatically less shooter punishment. Reason number 6. Versatility for survival and multi-role applications. The .22 Magnum excels in scenarios requiring one cartridge for multiple roles. From dispatching small game for food to defending against two-legged predators, this cartridge handles diverse survival requirements that would typically require multiple calibers. Effective range extends to 125-plus yards for small game hunting, while still providing adequate stopping power for close-range defense. This versatility eliminates the need to carry multiple ammunition types in bug-out scenarios or remote locations where weight and space are critical factors. The cartridge's effectiveness on game animals up to coyote size is well documented, making it suitable for livestock protection and predator control. Ranchers and farmers routinely use .22 Magnum for varmint control, taking everything from prairie dogs at 100-plus yards to raccoons raiding chicken coops. Rural defenders appreciate having one platform that handles both defensive and agricultural requirements without the expense of centerfire ammunition. Weight considerations matter significantly in survival scenarios. A 50-round box of .22 Magnum weighs approximately 8 ounces compared to 20 ounces for equivalent 9mm ammunition. When every ounce counts in a survival pack, this 60% weight reduction allows for more ammunition or additional survival gear. The cartridge performs effectively across extreme temperature ranges, from -40 degrees Fahrenheit to +140 degrees Fahrenheit, making it suitable for diverse climate conditions. Unlike some centerfire cartridges that lose velocity in cold weather, quality .22 Magnum loads maintain consistent performance across temperature extremes. Emergency preparedness experts increasingly recommend .22 Magnum as the single most versatile cartridge for survival kits. The combination of adequate power, manageable recoil, multi-role capability, and lightweight characteristics makes it ideal for uncertain scenarios where adaptability trumps specialization. Reason number 7. Reduced overpenetration risk in urban environments. Urban defensive scenarios present unique challenges where overpenetration can create liability issues and endanger innocent bystanders. The .2 Magnum's lighter bullets lose energy more rapidly after barrier penetration, reducing the risk of unintended consequences. Independent testing through standard wall construction shows .22 Magnum loads losing 60 to 70% of their energy after penetrating drywall, compared to 9mm loads that retain 80 to 85% of their original energy. This energy dump characteristic makes .22 Magnum inherently safer in apartment complexes, condominiums, and densely populated areas. The physics favor lighter, faster projectiles when terminal performance matters more than barrier penetration. Modern hollow-point designs ensure adequate expansion while limiting dangerous overpenetration that could harm family members or neighbors. Law enforcement agencies in urban environments increasingly recognize that controlled penetration often outweighs raw stopping power when collateral damage considerations enter the equation. Reason number 8. Superior controllability equals faster follow-up shots. The .22 Magnum generates approximately 1.8 foot-pounds of recoil energy compared to the 9mm 4.5 foot-pounds. This dramatic difference translates to lightning-fast follow-up shots that can mean the difference between stopping a threat and missing your target entirely. Modern defensive encounters rarely end with a single shot. FBI statistics show that the average gunfight involves 2.4 rounds fired per officer. With the .22 Magnum's minimal muzzle flip and virtually non-existent recoil, shooters can deliver accurate follow-up shots in half the time required for 9mm recovery. The physics are undeniable. Less energy directed into your hands means more energy staying on target. Smaller-framed shooters, elderly defenders, and anyone dealing with arthritis or hand injuries can maintain precise shot placement under stress, something that becomes exponentially more difficult with hard recoiling center-fire cartridges. Professional trainers consistently observe that students achieve tighter groups and faster split times with .22 Magnum platforms. The confidence boost alone transforms hesitant shooters into effective defenders. Reason number 9. Sound signature advantages for stealthy deployment. The .22 Magnum generates approximately 140 decibels, compared to the 9mm 160 plus decibels, a difference that matters significantly in defensive scenarios. Lower sound signature provides tactical advantages while reducing hearing damage risk. Suppressed .22 Magnum loads can achieve hearing-safe levels around 125 to 130 decibels, making them suitable for home defense without permanent hearing damage. The reduced blast also minimizes disorientation in enclosed spaces. The acoustic advantages extend to training environments. Many indoor ranges that restrict centerfire cartridges readily accommodate .22 Magnum shooting, providing more training opportunities and longer practice sessions without fatigue. Reduced muzzle blast also means less muzzle flash, preserving night vision during low-light encounters. The tactical advantages of maintaining visual acuity while engaging threats cannot be overstated. Reason number 10. Ammunition costs enable regular training. Training ammunition costs directly impact defensive readiness. While 9mm prices fluctuate between 30 cents to 50 cents per round, quality .22 Magnum can be found for 15 cents to 25 cents per round, a 40 to 50% savings that adds up quickly. Regular practice builds muscle memory, improves accuracy, and maintains familiarity with your defensive platform. The economic reality is that most shooters can afford twice as much .22 Magnum practice compared to 9mm training. Professional shooting instructors recommend a minimum of 200 rounds monthly for defensive readiness. At current prices, this represents $60 to $100 for 9mm versus $30 to $50 for .22 Magnum. Over a year, the savings exceed $400, enough to purchase additional magazines, holsters, or professional training. Bulk purchasing amplifies these savings. Cases of .22 Magnum often approach 0.12 per round, making regular training sessions financially sustainable for budget-conscious defenders. There we have it. .22 Magnum brings serious advantages: pinpoint accuracy, manageable recoil, and deeper penetration than most realize. Ready to rethink everything? Drop thoughts below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more myth-busting content. Stay safe, stay trained, and we'll see everyone next time.